This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
Time right now is 4:27 here. It is Thursday morning. We want to thank you for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Indiana. I'm Lauren Casey.
And I'm Meredith Barrick. We begin with a story that we are following here. We've been following it for the last 3 years. It is the Flora fire investigation. This fire killed 4 little girls up in that Carroll County community, and there are still so many unanswered questions.
And right now, we know that fire investigators have ruled this as arson, meaning someone set this fire intentionally, but they don't know who that is right now. So they're still asking for your help, the public, to call them if you need anything. We'll have more information on how the investigation is going, but something we're going to have coming up at 6 o'clock that you may be interested in is Rafael Sanchez is talking to the mother of those 4 girls for the first time. She lives in California now, so we're going to be hearing from her at 6 o'clock.
Now we want to take a turn and bring in Alyssa Donovan. Warmer temps again today. We're really lucking out.
Yes, so we're climbing with those temperatures, but it comes with a price. We are going to see some showers moving in today, and it's going to be a bit of a gloomy day. Along with those showers that are going to start moving in about mid-morning, we are going to see some breezy winds throughout the day. We could see gusts this afternoon up to about 40 miles per hour. We're going to start to see those gusty winds this morning, though, and then we'll see those potentially increase throughout the day. Temperatures today near average, a little above average in some areas, expected to be right around 56, 57 degrees. So it is a little warmer than it was yesterday, but you are going to need your umbrella on and off throughout the day, especially the morning and into the early afternoon, and then we'll start to see things taper off a little bit. We're going to dry out tomorrow, and then we have more rain and possibly some snow on the way for the weekend.
Oh, bummer. Okay, Alyssa, thank you.
All right, another story we are following. Our Stephanie Wade is looking into this issue that impacts all of us here in the Hoosier State. We have a very high maternal mortality rate and infant mortality rate, some of the highest in the country.
And one reason for this is because of maternity deserts. Some communities here in central Indiana do not have a labor and delivery center at their local hospital. So some families are being forced to drive 45 minutes to an hour, sometimes even more than an hour, in order for that mother and baby to be delivered and then to get the appropriate care necessary.
Yeah, even OB appointments, you have to go to those a lot, and so if those are far away, people may not be able to make it, so that is an issue we're looking at today. Another show we have is Hiring Hoosiers.
Yeah, we have been highlighting dirty jobs all week, and well, I think I might have gotten the dirtiest. I see what it takes to evacuate porta potties. Yeah, you heard it there. I am lifting the lid on that industry, and I'm going to tell you why this is a good industry to get into. I'll give you a hint: job security. We'll have that story coming up, plus much more on Good Morning Indiana.
This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
Now at 4:30 here in Good Morning Indiana, today marks 3 years since the Flora fire that claimed the lives of 4 little girls. And now state police are issuing a new call for help as that case remains unsolved.
Plus, the family of an 18-year-old who was killed by a drunk driver is hoping to prevent similar losses in the future. How you can help them in their mission.
And a proposal to give Indianapolis City County councilors a raise could be stopped by Mayor Joe Hogsett. Why he's threatening to veto it. Here at 4:30, we want to welcome you into Good Morning Indiana. I'm Lauren Casey.
And I'm Meredith Barrick. Alyssa Donovan joining us this morning. And Alyssa, we do have some higher temps today, but you said it comes with a price.
That's right. It always does, it seems like, this time of year. Those temperatures are climbing into the 50s this afternoon, mid-50s and upper 50s in some areas, and then we are going to see some showers coming in as well. Those showers we are expecting mid-morning. That's all coming from this potent low-pressure system that's just off to our southwest right now, moving into Illinois and moving into parts of northern Indiana this morning. That's going to continue to move in as we head through the morning hours. We are starting to see some of those light showers right around Lafayette along I-65 just to the northwest, and we're going to continue to see that spread as we head into the mid-morning hours into northwest Indiana before it continues to spread into central Indiana by the midday, and then we'll continue to see just spotty showers this afternoon. Looks like the bulk of the system, though, is going to move through by midday with with just scattered, maybe light showers by the afternoon and early evening. Along with those showers, we are also going to see some breezy conditions today. We're going to start with those winds out of the south-southwest, about 15 miles per hour. Then we're going to see sustained winds up to 25 miles per hour midday. Those gusts close to 40 miles per hour. So you might want to tie down any lawn chairs you have outside, because we could see things blowing around today. Temperatures starting in the 40s this morning will climb into the mid-50s this afternoon.
Alyssa, thank you. Want to give you a live look right now at traffic over here on the east side. This is I-70 and Shadeland Avenue. Traffic here is moving along smoothly this morning. No major issues to slow you down. So let's take a look over here at I-65 and 21st Street. Looks like traffic here just north of the downtown area is traveling smoothly as well. No major issues or crashes here on your roads, but of course we'll continue to follow traffic for your Thursday morning, and we will keep you updated. We do want to get to some breaking news right now out of Lawrence. Police there are searching for this woman, 75-year-old Karen Glass. Police say she suffers with issues with dementia and was last spotted walking on 79th Street early this morning. She was seen wearing cream-colored pajamas. A ground, air, and dog search is underway right now, but so far they've not been able to locate her. If you have any information that could help police, you're asked to call them.
New and only on RTV6, a new call for help from state police involving the fire that killed 4 little girls in Flora. Today marks 3 years since that deadly house fire in Carroll County. The home at Columbia and Division remains boarded up. The fire that killed the 4 girls was ruled an arson, and investigators have spent the past 3 years following up on tips. State Police Superintendent Doug Carter believes someone will eventually say something.
Somebody doesn't want to live with this anymore, and they're going to want to talk about it. And maybe they'll talk to us, maybe they'll talk to somebody that will talk to us. But tomorrow could be the day, and that's my message to the person that did this. If it's not today, it just might be tomorrow. And if it's not tomorrow, it just might be on Wednesday. But it's one person telling us what they know. And we bring peace to those 4 little souls.
There is a reward for information leading to an arrest. The number to call is on your screen right now, 1-800-382-4628. And all new at 6 a.m., our Rafael Sanchez talks with the mother of those 4 girls in an exclusive interview.
It is 4:34, and it was an emotional night up in Fishers. The police department there, family, and supporters from all across the state gathered to say goodbye to K-9 officer Harley. Harley was shot and killed last week while helping officers on a manhunt. It was the first line-of-duty death ever for Fishers Police Department. Even though Harley was a K-9 officer, he was also part of a family. Kim Koopman, the wife of Officer Jared Koopman, Harley's partner, said Harley was a tremendous loss, not only for their family, but for that entire community.
Knowing the boys won't get up in the morning to go on their daily walk with Jared and Harley is just so sad. I know just as we are, so are the men and women who have been brave enough to go into the darkness with Jared and Harley are being forever changed by this experience. Harley, there are no words one can say for how one little pup could impact so many people.
You can make a donation to the Fishers Police Department in memory of K-9 Officer Harley. We have that information on the RTV6 app.
A vigil to remember the life of a man believed to have been killed in a break-in was held last night. Robert Banks III died Monday. Police found him and another man in a home on Priscilla Court, southwest of 38th in Arlington. Investigators say the other man had broken into the home. Faith leaders say the memorial is also a call to the community to stop the violence.
Too many guns in the hands of these young people and some of the not so young people. And we can just do better than we're doing. We are really just destroying our future with these killing each other, and it's senseless. It's enough is enough.
Police believe there is a second suspect in the break-in who is still on the run. Anyone with information is asked to call 317-262-TIPS.
A fundraiser will be held today in memory of an 18-year-old man who was killed by an accused drunk driver. Isaac Oldham died back in September. According to court documents, the driver of an SUV ran a stop sign and crashed into Isaac's motorcycle at Shelbyville Road and 5 Points Road, just minutes from his home. Police arrested the driver of the SUV for operating a vehicle while intoxicated intoxicated. Records say her blood alcohol level was more than double the legal limit. Now Isaac's family is sharing their pain in hopes of helping to prevent similar losses in the future.
It's rough. I mean, it's been a difficult couple months. It's not easy to go through, and people keep saying at work, oh, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, I know. I mean, there's nothing else they can say.
I know there's nothing that's going to change how it affected us, but to stop it from affecting other people is a big goal.
The Oldhams are working with Mothers Against Drunk Driving to pass better drunk driving laws. And they're raising money for a memorial bench at the Kroger where he worked and funds for a scholarship in his name. The fundraiser goes from 4 to 8 this evening at the Chick-fil-A on Southport Road. The family will also pass out information from Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
State lawmakers are responding to a Call 6 investigation that found dangerous conditions inside Indiana classrooms.
Do you feel like teacher safety also needs to be addressed?
Well, I think everyone's safety should be addressed. You know, when we look at trauma that students are dealing with in home, when families are dealing with poverty, all of these issues have to be addressed holistically.
Senator Eddie Melton says the state legislature needs to look at how to fund more counselors and social and emotional coaches for our schools. Our Call 6 investigation into teachers injured on the job struck a nerve. Hundreds of Indiana educators filled out our survey. One teacher suffered 3 concussions due to being hit, punched, and kicked. Another says a student grabbed her and dragged her and that she was sexually assaulted. And another teacher says she was urinated on by a student.
Is there anything that can be done legislatively to address teacher safety when it comes to students?
Well, I think that one thing we need to do is focus on social emotional learning and making mental health services for students.
The Indiana State Teachers Association is also working on legislation to address teacher safety.
At 4:38, a proposal to give Indianapolis City County councilors a raise is headed to the full council for a vote next month. If approved, salaries for all 25 councilors would go from $11,400 to about $25,000 over the next 2 years. It would be the first council pay raise since 2002. Supporters of the proposal say it would encourage more people to run for council because they could afford to. Mayor Joe Hogsett has said that he will veto that proposal, citing concerns over the substance and the timing of it. You can learn more about the plan by going to the RTV6 app and clicking on this story.
Fuzzy's Vodka is back home again in Indiana. The vodka brand owned by Indiana native and golf legend Fuzzy Zoeller is now being distilled and bottled in Bloomington. Production of the vodka was with locally sourced Midwestern corn will take place at Cardinal Spirits in Bloomington. Production started in Oregon, but Zoeller said he really wanted to bring it home to Indiana. A change in state regulations helped make it happen.
A top 10 Democratic presidential candidate, they clashed over health care, foreign policy, and taxes during their 5th debate last night. Straight ahead, a recap of the evening and the one thing that all the candidates agreed on.
And this morning, there was a new twist in the case of a former Boston College student accused of encouraging her boyfriend to kill himself. Coming up, the evidence her lawyers say points to her innocence. Alyssa.
And we've had a quiet weather week, but rain showers move in today. Coming up, I'll tell you what to expect at your house.
Come take a test drive at Honda of Fishers.
Welcome back. The Democratic candidates for president faced off for a fiery debate in Atlanta last night.
The candidates clashed over health care, foreign policy, and taxes. But as ABC's Trevor Alt reports, all 10 candidates did agree on one thing.
After the historic day of impeachment proceedings in Washington, 10 of the top Democratic presidential candidates sparred over who deserves to challenge President Trump.
We cannot simply be consumed by Donald Trump, because if we are, you know what? We're going to lose the election.
The candidates largely agreed on impeaching the president.
We have to establish the principle, no one is above the law.
Donald Trump doesn't want me to be the nominee. That's pretty clear.
There was plenty of disagreement on other issues, including the legalization of marijuana.
This week, I hear him literally say that I don't think we should legalize marijuana. I thought you might have been high when you said it.
And the candidates once again clashed on health care.
The first week of my administration, we will introduce Medicare for all.
The fact is that right now, the vast majority of Democrats do not support Medicare for all. It couldn't pass the United States Senate right now.
But Biden is getting the most attention for his gaffe when talking about his support from Senator Carol Moseley Braun, saying the only black woman ever elected to the U.S. Senate endorses him. He said that with Senator Kamala Harris standing just feet away from him.
The only African-American woman that ever been elected to the United States Senate. A whole range of people.
No,
my point is
that's not true. The other one is here.
Biden clarified that he meant to say Braun was the first black woman to be elected to the Senate. This may have been the last time on stage for some of the candidates. Only 6 of the 10 have qualified for the next debate happening next month. Trevor Ault, ABC News, Atlanta.
At 4:44, the impeachment inquiry took a pivotal turn yesterday during testimony from U.S. Ambassador to the European Union, Gordon Sondland. The ambassador saying that there was, in fact, quid pro quo involving Ukraine and the Trump administration's push for an investigation into the Bidens in 2016 election. He also insisted that he wasn't acting alone, saying everyone was, quote, in the loop, but acknowledged that the president never told him directly.
Was there a quid pro quo? As I testified previously, with regard to the requested White House call and the White House meeting, the answer is yes. Mr. Giuliani demanded that Ukraine make a public statement announcing the investigations of the 2016 election, DNC server, and Burisma.
Following the allegation from Sondland, President Trump took one small piece of testimony proclaiming that he said, quote, I want nothing. I want no quid pro quo. I just want Zelensky to do the right thing, end quote. It's important to note, though, those comments came after the White House learned about the whistleblower complaint.
Newly released text messages between a former Boston College student and her boyfriend, who she allegedly encouraged to commit suicide, could have a big impact on the case. Prosecutors say In Young-yu repeatedly urged Alexander Tula to, quote, go kill himself in the months prior to him jumping off a parking garage. But this week, her attorney shared a series of texts they claim show her trying to intervene in those final moments. In one exchange, Tula wrote, quote, I'm far away on a tall place and I'm not going to be here for long. To which she responded, what are you doing? If you love me, stop. But that exchange is just a fraction of the more than 75,000 text messages prosecutors say were exchanged in the 2 months leading up to Ertula's death. In-Young is facing an involuntary manslaughter charge.
Take a look at this video here. A robber in Louisiana managed to make his great escape despite tripping 3 times. Police say he walked into the Westlaw Federal Credit Union in South Shreveport on Tuesday demanding cash and then attempted to run away. After his not so graceful exit, police say he dropped his mask and some of the cash. Luckily, no one was hurt, but he is still on the run. It's pretty funny. All right, Alyssa, we got to get a check of our forecast today. Rain in the forecast for our Thursday.
That's right. So we have those showers moving in mid-morning. Along with the showers, we are going to see some gusty winds moving in as well. We're going to see sustained winds up to 25 miles per hour and those gusts up to 40 miles per hour. So it is going to be a breezy day. Tomorrow, we'll see those things briefly dry out, and then we are going to see a rain-snow mix this weekend, Saturday, early in the day as another system moves in. We are starting with those temperatures a little bit warmer this morning. We're in the low 40s. Those winds are currently pretty light out of the south-southeast, about 9 miles per hour. Those are going to pick up in the next couple hours here, and that is due to this front that's moving towards us right now. That's all associated with this low pressure system just off to our southwest. We had a warm front move through overnight, so that's why we're seeing those temperatures a little bit warmer today. And then we have this cold front that's moving through as we head into the evening. That's going to push those showers through. So we are starting to see some of those light showers just to the north of us, right around Lafayette, crossing I-65, and also moving into Terre Haute this morning. Those are going to continue to spread into western counties this early morning into the 6 and 7 a.m. hour, and then we'll start to really see that spread into central Indiana by midday. That's when we're expecting the heaviest showers with this system. That's also when we're going to see those wind gusts pick up. Temperatures are climbing into the 50s by the noon hour, upper 50s in some areas by the afternoon. By the afternoon, we'll see things taper off off a little bit, and we'll just be left with some spotty showers for the afternoon and early evening hours before things completely clear out overnight. Tomorrow is going to be a drier day. So here's a look at those winds. As we head through the day, we're going to see those winds up to 30 miles per hour, those gusts close to 40 miles per hour. So it is going to be a breezy day, and then things are calming way down tomorrow. We'll see high pressure briefly move in before another system kicks in on Saturday. 43 degrees for the high on Saturday, and we are going to see the potential of that wintry mix early in the day, potential of rain and snow at that time. And then things will clear out by the evening. We'll see partly sunny skies on Sunday. So planning your weekend, Sunday is going to be the day to do any outdoor activities. Today, we're starting with those spot showers. We'll see those showers increase midday and then just scattered by the evening. Temperatures will climb into the mid-50s across the area. Tomorrow, drying out, cooling off a little bit as well. We'll see that cold front pass. Temperatures only climbing back into the 40s, and then we're staying cool on Saturday with that passing front bringing us that rain-snow mix Saturday morning.
Alyssa, thank you. Here is a live look over on the northwest side. 465 here in East 56th Street, northeast side. You can see traffic here is moving along smoothly, both northbound and southbound. No major issues to slow you down. So let's take a look on the east side right now. This is I-70 and Sherman Drive. Traffic there is picking up, as you can see by all the headlights. The good news around the metro area, no crashes to report right now to slow you down on the roads.
A federal investigation and now a resignation. Gary Jones, the head of the United Auto Workers Union, has stepped down. Pressure on Jones started earlier this year, but it grew even more intense this week as union members in several states made a push to get him out. The feds raided his home in Canton, Ohio back in August in a corruption probe. He and UAW Regional Director Vance Pearson are accused of filing false, misleading, and inaccurate expense records, violating union rules and breaking federal laws. The board is also working to remove both men's memberships from the union. Pearson is also facing several federal charges.
At 4:50, a consumer alert for you this morning. Select boxes of cheese nips are being recalled. Mondalis Global is the parent company of Nabisco, and it says small pieces of plastic may have gotten into the boxes during the production process. This recall affects 11-ounce boxes with the expiration date between May 18th and 20th next year. The boxes were distributed nationwide, including right here in Indiana. So far, there are no reports of anyone getting injured or getting sick.
It looks like the White Claw shortage is not hurting the company's bottom line, and their sales projections shows it. Mark Anthony Brands, which produces the popular hard seltzer drink, says it has a 60% share of the booming market. The company projects that consumers will spend around $2.5 billion on its product this year. The company attributes its success to being healthier than many other alcoholic drinks and not confusing customers with too many flavors. But White Claw does plan to add a few new flavors next year, including watermelon, lemon, and tangerine. Cheers. Looking forward to trying those.
Looking forward to summer already, I guess. Well, it may be only November, but one New York City hotel is embracing the Christmas spirit with a suite that pays homage to the 2003 movie Elf. Coming up, we'll give you a look inside.
And coming up all new at 5, IACS is at capacity and needs you to help find forever homes for some of their animals before they shut down for the Thanksgiving holiday. Our Kelsey Anderson joins us live with more on their urgent plea. But first,
I'm Vinny Politan. Coming up today on Court TV, we are live in 2 courtrooms, 2 death penalty cases. We begin Florida versus Mark Sievers. This husband accused of orchestrating the murder of his wife. The hitman that prosecutors say he hired, his best friend, expected to testify against him during the trial. Also, Florida versus Henry Segura. He's already been convicted of the death of his girlfriend and her 3 children. Today, the jury must decide life or death for Henry Segura. We're live in Tallahassee and Fort Myers, Florida, today on Court TV.
And don't forget, you can watch the all-new Court TV live on your mobile device by visiting CourtTV.com. We'll be right back.
Feel the comfort of Tempur-Pedic at Mattress Firm.
If you're a fan of the movie Elf, you know the best way to spread a holiday cheer is to sing aloud for all to hear. But what's the second best way? a stay at this elf-inspired hotel suite. It's at Club Wyndham's Midtown 45 Manhattan location. The room comes complete with paper snowflakes, a towering Christmas tree, and wrapping paper-covered walls. And if you get hungry, the kitchen is stocked full of sugary snacks, including everything to make Buddy's famous candy-covered spaghetti. The suite also comes with complimentary tickets to see the Empire State Building and Rockefeller Center ice skating rink. Looks like a lot of fun. I do have a hunch, though, that might put you back a couple $100 or
I'm
so.
sure.
Maybe.
I bet that'll be popular.
Yeah. All right, Alyssa, we're not having winter or Christmas-like weather
Not quite
here
yet.
today.
Yeah, today we're just going to see some showers. It's actually going to be a little warmer today. Those temperatures climbing into the 50s this afternoon. Comes with some breezy conditions as well. Those sustained winds up to 25 miles per hour. Gusts close to 40 miles per hour. Those rain showers moving in through the midday and then scattered by the afternoon and evening. Tomorrow will dry out and then areas of rain and a snow mix on Saturday morning.